Well, you can level up your beauty knowledge with some help from the expert. Courtney standing by to get some tips on perfecting your brows. Hey, Court.
Hey, good morning. I'm glad you said level up because we're talking about lifting and not dragging the brow. We've got Morgan Merrill-Gonzales with us this morning from Morgan Merrill Beauty. Okay, a lot of times the brow, people say the brow is what opens up the face, right?
Yes.
It's like the windows of your face.
It frames the face.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So when I'm doing makeup, I do typically like to start with the eyebrows.
Okay.
And what we were just talking about is, what do we use first? Do we use a brow gel? There's a million ways, as we always say, to skin a cat, right? So what I do like to do, if somebody does not have a brow, if you do not have a brow, starting with one of those brow laminating gels that's a little bit harder, a little bit more pliable, to comb the brows up to kind of figure out what your mapping is. The brow gels are more for setting the hair.
Okay.
So for my beautiful model here, I wanted to show some areas where, when you're doing your eyebrows, where you want to start. And I think of the brows as a triangle. So, of course, you don't want to get too pointy either.
Right.
And it all depends on the face as well. So you always want to start right where the nose and your eye socket kind of meet.
Okay.
And then right outside your pupil, if you were looking straight at a mirror. And then right at the outside to the end of the brow. So my beautiful model here, her brows do have they have where they start, the arch, and where they end. But what I want to do for her to help create that lift is, we're actually not going to start right here in the center. You want to kind of almost start at the top here. And as we become more seasoned, right, things might droop a little bit.
Yes,
we might want to just create, like, it's that concept of overlining the lips that's all the rage right now. It's almost like we're going to overline the brows, but just very gently. And if you're using a pencil or a brush, you just want to use really light, short strokes. So we're going up to the peak of that brow, and then we're going down to the tail. And it's just really short, light strokes to help fill in, and then we would fill in the rest.
And you're saying short because it mimics hair, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And then another fun technique that I kind of did here with some concealer, probably like 2 to 3 shades lighter than your actual skin tone, is creating that lift with your concealer. So concealer brings things out, or light brings things out. So we almost want to create this lift with our concealer. And I just did it, I'm using my pencil here, but I just did it right here at the arch of the brow to create that lift. And then again on the top part of the brow to create that appearance that things are kind of going to elongate and, again, defy gravity. So those are just some couple little tips and tricks. And then what we would do once we've kind of filled in the brows, and if you don't need to fill in the brows, don't.
God bless you if you don't.
No, I mean, amen.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. And then also in the front of the brow, we don't want to get too heavy. Remember in 2016, it was all about that block brow.
Yeah.
That is not.
We're not doing that anymore.
No, we are not doing that anymore. So we really want to create this beautiful, fluffy appearance in the front. And then if we can, we just take our brow gel, which is a little bit thinner than that laminating gel that we would do in the beginning, and just to create a little bit more of that appearance, set those brow hairs in place so we don't get what I like to call the Einstein brow, where it's just like crazy mad scientist. We definitely don't want that.
Yes. She is Morgan Merrill. We're going to link all the details for Morgan Merrill Beauty to our website, gooddaysacramento.com, under show info and today's date. If you have questions about the brush and the powder versus the pencil versus the lamination, all the things, she knows. We got more Good Day coming up on the other side of this break.